Pokemon, Star Wars, Warhammer 40k. All awesome franchises. But do you know what happens when they meet capitalism?
How do I pick up the burger?
Scalpers. And if you're fortunate enough not to know what a scalper is, a scalper is basically somebody who waits outside stores for hours on end in hopes to just take as much product as possible, only to raise market prices and ruin kids' dreams. Isn't that a reseller? Well, let me paint you a picture. Here is Zach. Zach has 3 monitors that he uses to track the latest release of Pokemon cards. And when that release day is due, Zach sets up a tent and stakes out 18 hours before drop. It's pretty safe to say Zach is a scalper. Anyways, why am I talking about this? Well, recently scalpers have been setting their eyes on Beyblade. And currently the Beyblade market is unplayable for those not looking to empty out their wallet. But there is hope. Shop owners in Hong Kong, Japan, and other hubs of the Takara Bays have been putting measures in place to stop the spread of scalping. And it's even gone to the point where Takara themselves have made a statement surrounding scalpers. But before I get into who really is affected by this, their response, how you can stop scalpers, and just other Beyblade bits, get it? If you enjoy content like this, make sure to like and subscribe. It'll really help a lot. Let's talk about Takara response. Basically, the TLDR is, starting in July, they will be ramping up the production drastically, which is a huge W, and it goes to show that they are anti-scalper. Pokemon has made a statement like this in the past, but that didn't really affect the price or scalpers as much as needed. But there is some compelling evidence that the Beyblade stock has increased a lot, and shop owners are also now setting up limits per person for Beyblade products. I sort of do like Takara take on this, but it kinda sucks that the only way to stop them is to flood the market, but Beyblade is more for playing anyways. Whether or not it was with the customer's experience in mind, the fact is more people will be able to play Beyblade, and I'd like to see more companies responding to scalpers in a similar way. Like Hasbro, the greatest company of all time, has released a very expensive Orochi cluster for 95% less for the Western audience, which is actually insane. That wasn't even the first time Hasbro's done something like that. Like when Bite Croc, a Beyblade locked behind a mail-in exclusive in Japan for 2 whole years, reselling for stupid import prices the entire time. Then Hasbro just casually drops it in a regular set with a grip like it's nothing. Please sponsor me, Hasbro. A recent event that just goes to show how crazy the scalping situation has gotten is when the Hell's Nether deck set released, and it got sold out in less than 50 seconds. But the even crazier part is 5 minutes later, it was already listed up for reselling. Like bro, it didn't even arrive yet. The crazy thing is, you can't even buy mid-fakes or fake blades anymore. Well, you can, but they are all butt or have lead. I remember times where fake Beyblades were virtually indistinguishable from other Beyblades. Beyblade Geeks has a really good video about this. The other generation's fakes were actually too cold. Like, what do you mean Meteor El Drago 4? I find it crazy how modern fake Beys look like Elsa Gate thumbnails, while the older gen mid-fakes are actual masterpieces, and you're even unable to tell the difference after checking. Staying on the topic of checking Beyblades, let's talk about Bey checks and how they are feeding scalpers. So in the big tournaments in mostly Asian countries, they get out a magnifying glass and painstakingly inspect every part of your Bey for any sign of wear, and if it's there, you're disqualified on the spot. Bey checks are pretty crazy and are forcing players to constantly buy new competitive Beyblades, which is the bacterial breeding ground for these scalpers. I think unless there's a literal chunk missing from a Beyblade or part, then it's good. It also seems pretty pricey for long-time competitors, might even be turning other people into scalpers to afford competing. Like imagine dropping a ban to finally take your dream trip to Japan. You've been hyped for months. You walk into the Tokyo hobby shop, eyes glistening, ready to buy your first authentic Takara. And what do you see? A scalper family. Yes, you heard that right. Whole scalper lineage. Grandma, mom, dad and all. Holding baskets. Clearing out entire shelves in real time. Multi-generational greed. I actually can't make this up. Whole bloodlines getting slimed out. On a serious note, it is actually really bad for stores in Japan right now. And let's just say the Japanese are not happy. There's a large influx of people coming to Japan solely to scalp. And you've seen how scalpers can be, like this grown man throwing a tantrum over some pocket monsters on some paper. These people in Japan's respectful environment do not mix whatsoever. There's even reports of people asking to bypass the purchase limits and getting upset when denied. Scalpers in Japan have also been seen using weighing scales on bays before purchase, and it's not just to predict what's in the random boosters, because there's a literal ongoing lawsuit because somebody in Taiwan, the land of the scalpers, got so upset that their shark scale was 0.6 grams too light. In a few years, if this whole scalping situation doesn't die down, non-scalpers will be left with the most defective, lightest, bottom-grade garbage on store shelves. Just to open it and find parts missing. This has actually happened to me before, and I never got why people who steal Beyblades leave parts there or even the box. Like, you're just giving people false hope. I'm not sure whether they're being sold or just used. Still wrong either way. But it's actually gone to the point where Beyblades are being put behind glass or tagged up just like Pokemon cards. And this is just a bad signal for scalpers. When they see a kid's toy locked up, there's a chemical reaction that goes on in the brain that tells them to resell. Better than stealing, I guess. This might be a little bit of a tangent, but to stop scalpers, we might have to destroy meta. I'm not talking about using anti-meta. If everyone uses anti-meta, it'll become the new meta. And some people will make anti-anti-meta. Now, obviously, some parts are worse than others, but that doesn't mean you can't get creative. People who are getting into Beyblade don't have to get the most competitively viable parts, and even if you are in the competitive scene, you could always find ways that other people haven't found before to make up for it, or find new creative combos that could snipe a specific target or playstyle. And that's the beauty of things like Pokemon or Beyblade. So to stop scalpers, you shouldn't be afraid to be a little creative. But it's not just the Karatomi and Hasbro that can fight the scalper fight. You can too, and with just one crucial step. Do not buy from scalpers. I'm not usually one to tell you what to do, but if you're able to do basic maths, then you can drive yourself to not purchase at these absurd prices. Because you're basically pulling up to their house, smiling at them, telling them, hey, here's $500, keep doing what you're doing, patting them on the back, then driving off. And these actual pieces of garbage get such an ego boost when they make a sale, it's actually baffling. Another funny thing you can do is actually troll the scalpers, and you'd be surprised at how effective this is. Say a certain Beyblade is performing well, and you would enjoy buying loads of it, but in reality it's straight dookie. Like this person here who hyped up X Spriggan, and the scalpers scalped so much that when it didn't sell, they threatened legal action. The best course of action is to let their stock rock, and hopefully them. This might already seem pretty obvious, but you'd be surprised at how many people buy from them, whether that be from impatience or region. What I just said pretty much goes for every franchise. In conclusion, don't scalp, it's not that deep. Just let the kids have their top. And right now, it's looking like the age of scalping is coming to an end. Hasbro's coming for you, Takara Tomi's coming for you, the whole industry is finally catching on to what you've been doing. And look, I get it, money bag, whatever. But there's a difference between reselling and straight up ruining a hobby for 10-year-olds that just want a trans sword. So maybe sit this one out. Anyway, if you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like and comment, it helps a ton. Also, if you know where to read the Beyblade manga online, please let me know down below. Appreciate everyone who made it this far, that's real dedication. Anyways, see ya.